Hearing from its own hands is medium is the method.
Is that like TV, radio, or social media can change how we think and how we interact. And he believed that media technology shapes society and human experience. On the other hand, Williams recognized that societal thoughts and values influence how we use technology. And for me, I find the William views it more convincing. For example, in Vietnam, the media platform like Facebook is widely used. However, in the events like storm and floods, people use Facebook to share the knowledge, to create the volunteers and help each other. So I think people use media to create their positive impacts, and the impact depends on how they choose to use the media. Um, Next, I will talk about the understanding text for week 5. We have open text, closed text, and the decoding position. Open text, like open text is like encourage people to understand the multiple and the abstract art, and the closed text direct the viewer toward a specific understanding like a news broadcast. And we have 3 reading positions: is dominant, negotiated, and oppositional. And in week 6, we learned about the diversity and representation in media. About the representation matter, how it impacts our perception of society and shaping perceptions. We have 2 examples for week 6, like Songland series on the TV. They talk about the values of LGBTQ in Vietnam and how we accept this community. Moreover, in Songland TV series, they also show the values of folk song of Vietnamese and show the values of Vietnamese culture. And about the Hangul movie, they show their values and show their strong woman image in this movie.
We will after the first 3 weeks. After the week 7, influence self and also our society. How can the celebrity culture? I think they can reinforce societal ideals, but also they can challenge the ideals. Depends on the message they convey. I'm not going to talk much about the definition since I'm going to go straight to the example. So you guys see here is Harry Styles. He's famous, right? He is staring on the cover of a famous magazine that is Vogue, and he's wearing the dress. Is that simply just he wearing the dress on the cover of a famous magazine? I think we need to look deeper into that. He appears here as a sign of like a more fluid approach that everyone can wear anything, depends on the genders or roles or anything related to that. And also, why we post this picture on the cover of their magazine? I think they are taking like a front approach that they are the forwarding, they are the first one to promote this image, the fluidity, the overall diversity in the fashion style. From this example, I think I can see that the celebrity influence, they can impact a lot of things and even challenge a lot of things. So that's a quick recap, and then moving on to the next week, I study about the making sense of test. So just to be short, making sense of test is like everyone has their own test on different kind of videos, and it can vary based on their personal experience or culture. So yeah, I have 2 famous films here. One is my very favorite film, Stranger Things. I think many people here love that. It's short, it's on Netflix, it has the 80s vibe, it's so nostalgia, everyone loves that. For me, it's a good taste. However, many, for example, this studio, they might find very difficult to understand why the film so dark, why does this, why the storyline so hard to understand. They will see that as bad taste. And another example, Watchmen. It's like the first film in the superhero franchise. It's in the superhero flow. It released in the 2009. At first, people don't understand. It's too difficult to understand. But now, over 10 years after that, people say that it's a film that goes before generations. That, like many people see as a voice or anything. This film is like a model that they reflected. So it depends. So after this, I think I can say the taste is very depends on the culture, and it can evolve significantly based on time. And moving on to the next group. We study about the media conversions.
Yes.
So it's easy to understand.
Yeah.
We have media here, and we have digital here. We combine them together. Boom. We have this.
Yeah.
We have Facebook. It contains everything. We receive video. We listen to music. We read many fun things on here. We also have Netflix. We watch film. We can even play games on there nowadays. So literally, media conversion means you can do everything on media.
Yes.
However, what if I need to ask a question? What if media totally disappear? Is it good or is it bad? So imagine a world without Instagram or no Facebook. We will just like we are so reliant on this. We cannot receive any news. We cannot understand anything.
Yeah.
So we will just like this. Or in Vietnamese we say that we will go.
Hey, I grew up without it. Not bad.
Dr. Sean now.
However, is that really using media is so bad? Since it's a media convergence and it concludes everything,
Yeah.
it raises a question of the credibility.
Yeah.
Is that all the sources of information on the media are trustable?
Yeah.
Or is something like in Vietnamese, I think all Vietnamese can see this and understand. So to conclude it, media convergence is a good thing. It helps convenience everything we do, but we need to understand what we absorb and use it carefully. And moving on to the next group, to conclude everything, I will talk you to the next person.
Thank you for your part. So, now we will talk about the modernism and postmodernism. This is a two major movement that shape how we integrate the art, media, and things into our society today.
Yes.
And modernism is focused more about the simplicity, clarity, and functionality.
Yeah.
In India, we can see it's about the minimalist or the classic house like the villa from France, or the classic black and white thing like Citizen Kane. So moving on, modernism still continue in today's media through the Apple user interface design like that to make consumer can use it easily. And the Breaking Bad things is had a linear, like the straightforward narrative to and postmodernism in media is challenge the tradition with the irony and self-awareness and a mixture between the reality and fiction.
Yeah.
So, for example, like the Dead Moon theme is using the parody and humor to play with the audience expectations.
Yeah.
And postmodernism still matter in the today's world. Like the platform like TikTok can use the mixture of the songs and challenge to creating and integrating flexibility to the audience. And that's all of our week.
Wow, bước thầy con trai. Yay!
Well done. Okay.
we open it up to the panel. 7 to 8 minutes of Q&A.
Okay, student, I'm so happy and then I'm satisfied with your presentation. Thank you for bringing the content of the 8 weeks here and you express with your own understanding and your own word with the theory and you give example what is application and how you can learn from the lesson from that. This is very great. So one of the things I comment is about 1 week. It is about media conversion, very important in the unit. Dan do a great job in this one. However, Dan, you should mention one thing about like when you talk about the media conversion, one of the culture that you missing is about media conversion. So what is the culture that we need to? What is the key point of media conversion? So what is kind of culture?
Cultural technologies.
It starts with P. It starts with P. Letter P.
Production.
Participatory culture.
That's it.
Yeah, so I need to point it out, yes. So this is the key point about media conversion, that you need to have a reflection, if you have a good, so that is the ways that the ways that you have to study. So now questions. What are the factors that you need to consider to make a good sense, making a good sense of media, right? So what are the factors media productions company need to consider to build a good taste for the audience?
I think first of all, of course, is the culture. Since it's a thing that we study all over the semester.
Yes.
And then it's about the time, the place, the language.
Yes.
All the things related to that.
What else?
Maybe we can bring some of the marketing insights in that, which is the demographic, the geography, the psychological, and also the behavior.
That's correct.
Continue to
some lesson together. That's correct, including the strategy as well. So the task of the audience and the current of competitors, views like us, the what differentiation like us. You have to miss on board.
one more, just like, okay, so how about media representation? How will this contribute to making a good sense of media? Media representation. All questions.
So ask again. What was your question again?
Media representation. How will this contribute to the product making sense of media?
I think from what I previously,
Yeah.
it also range from Asia to Pakistan and many other things.
Okay. Team, I try to make a very hard question for you because I want to differentiate you between D and HD. So that is how that I make the questions. But what you have just mentioned, this is about the content of the whole of this one, making sense of media relating to the art of authenticity. Remember this?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so this is my feedback. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Do we have any other comments or questions from
We haven't
the panel?
heard comments from you. You, Cook, any other comments? I've talked quite a bit.
So are we still time?
Yeah, we have 3 minutes.
Oh, really? We still have 3 minutes for the Q&A?
Or have you satisfied all of their questions?
You mentioned that you only present 8 weeks, right?
Yes.
Why 8 weeks? Why not 11?
That's the requirement of the assignment.
So what's
Never do the minimum. Try to do the maximum.
assignment you have? What's the major assignment that you have this unit?
It's like reflective. It's like the reflective exercise over the last 8 weeks.
So each of the week, the student will have the tutor questions, and they have to answer it. The questions will, like the assignment will have a 2-part. What they learn from the readings material, and the questions number 2 is to mention the key learning point of this one.
Can you just tell me one thing that you learned the most from this unit?
I think I'll answer for the set of our group is we learn what media is and what is media studies.
Which,
Perfect!
what does that mean in other words?
Correct. What function reflect good things from aggregation or any aggregation in that case?
About what we reflect on AWICS tours, media is communication and culture
Yes. For
So,
for society.
journey from aggregation or right? So that the voice that they was statement of the aggregation to talk to the community, so the market, based on the strategy, right? Their strategy in some times, that's periods, right?
Yes.
So we say social campaigns, social media campaigns, we reflect the strategies, tactics, right? Government, like
Yeah.
if,
Okay, thank you
if,
very much for your introduction to media studies. Next up, we have project number 7 coming from marketing and the consumer experience with Val